What's up, Cubers? I'm CC Cuber. Today we're going to be talking about all the Pyramixes that I have, future Pyramixes that I possibly am going to buy, and also to talk about weird transformy type Pyramixes that I own. So here we go. First one I'm going to talk about is the one that you might have seen from my Lexington video. It's a Shankshow black Pyramix. It's the second Pyramix I've bought. It's different from the ones in competition because it's got these unique colors. I guess this is like lavender or something, aqua, tan, and then white, white's not really seen that much on Pyramixes. It's more like yellow, so you'd solve a yellow bottom, but I want it to be closer to a Rubik's Cube, so I decided to have the white bottom. And it's much more distinct than the other pieces. And it's funny because when I brought it to the competition, it was it was hard for the scramblers because they didn't know which piece was, like, if this was the red side or the yellow side. So I felt bad, but they let me use it, and which was good because the other Pyramix that I used before, it's kind of got a little beat up, and it's a little too loose. Even tightening it's not really helping. So I've gotten like 10s and 9s from this one, seconds. So I'm glad they let me use it, and so I got like a 12-second average, almost 12-second average, so it's 12.05 average. So I really do like this cube. This is what it looks like scrambled. For anybody who would think that this is like, difficult to see because there are all these weird new colors, they're easier to spot. They're easier on the eyes than these brighter colors to me. I don't know. Maybe I'm just used to that by now. Just all these lighter type colors in cubes. One thing I don't like about Pyramixes, I love everything about the Pyramix. Pyramix is my favorite puzzle, and I'm not that great with Rubik's Cube. I'm still learning the Rubik's Cube 3x3, but I love the Pyramix, and I think that's because the last competition I messed up on everything except for Pyramix. So, my favorite puzzle, and we're going to move on to the next one, which is another Shankshow. This one's a white one. And the stickers are from CubeSmith, just like the other one, but these ones are the bright colors, so this is a different contrast from the light colors. So, I did pink instead of red. Because when I'm on stage, just like the other one, I want like unique puzzles. Like I'm sort of that person who wants to like stand out from everybody else. So I buy the unique stickers, like pink, fluorescent green. A lot of people have fluorescent green, but not many people have the white with black. It's the same with the white one with the other one. So not many people have a black sticker combination on this one. And the blue is basically just the blue from original. I like it a lot, except it flexes. Right now it's not flexing, but if I was to solve it in a competition, it just goes like this. I've tightened it so much, but it still flexes. And see, like right here. That's like a good 2 seconds trying to go like that. And in a competition, I really can't afford that. So, maybe I'll fix it up for nationals, but until then, I'm still sticking with. That was a good solve. That was a good, pretty sweet solve. I'm still sticking with the black one. But this was the first Pyramix I had. It gave me a 15-second average. So yeah, that's an interesting Pyramix. We're gonna move on to my QJ Pyramix. This Pyramix, when I ordered it, I was like, oh, because you can do the tiles are competition legal, but when I ordered it, because I wanted to change from the Shankshows, because the problem with Pyramix is it's not like 3x3. 3x3, there's so many different ones you can buy. Pyramix, there's like maybe 4 or 5 different types. I heard from somebody that they're coming out with, I think Mo Ling. I forget, Mo Yu Ling. It's one of the. I've never tried them before, but I think they're making a Pyramix, but I'm not too sure. That'd be really awesome to get a new type of Pyramix. The problem with this Pyramix, I love the feeling of it. This is a type of Pyramix you want to get if you're starting out with Pyramix. That whole, it's a puzzle feel. It feels like a Meffert's Pyramix, but it's definitely definitely QJ, see? And the problem is, it pops really bad. Let's see if I can get, see? Where did it go? I've never, out of all my Shankshows, I've never seen a Pyraminx pop. First time I solved it, it popped, and every time I try and solve it, it pops. So you have to go like really slow. And so this is not a competition cube. It feels awesome though. It feels like a real puzzle, you know. Not saying my Shankshows aren't real, but it just has that like Mefferts feel, like it's like a really well-made puzzle, but it falls apart so much. Even tightening it just doesn't work out. Love the QJ for just doing it on the side, you know, just a fun thing at home. I would never bring this competition, but you can order it. I recommend it if you're starting out. Ooh, yikes! Starting out with Pyraminx. This is the last Pyraminx that I will be showing from my collection. Like I said, there's not that many. It's not a Pyraminx, it's a Pyramorphix. Pyramorphix. I think Pyramorphix. It has a lot of names. It's the, you know, this one is called the YJ Tower. It's a lot bigger. I mean, look at that compared to, you know, like that. It's a little bit bigger and wider. So it's like, but there's also the, you know, Professor Pyraminx and all that. There's different types. The Professor Pyraminx is much bigger. I eventually want to get one of those. But the tower turns like this. Oops, like that. So it can turn like this, different faces. It's a morphing puzzle, which is really hard. See, I mean, that's really crazy. I like it. I like the concept. I didn't think it would morph when I bought it. I thought it was just, you know, hang on. Okay, I thought it was just like a, you know, like just pretty much like, you know, like a bigger, you know, Pyraminx that I could just solve, like, you know, like, you know, and then it morphed on me. I was like, you know, it took me forever. I had to reassemble it and all that. Like, I thought it'd be like this, but you can just turn and just send you through a loop. It's interesting. I mean, I try and collect as many Pyraminx as I can because, you know, it's such an underappreciated, like, puzzle. There's not many people who do Pyraminx. There's like, there was 30 or so at this competition, but I think there was like 60 people doing 3x3. So, but Pyraminx can be for the 3x3. Just laying it out there. So I do like the tower. I haven't learned it myself. I'm still trying to learn it. Like I said, brought it to competition, and somebody just solved it right on the spot. You know. But it's really cool looking. I love the design. That's what drew me towards it, and the size. So those are all my Pyraminxes. I'm going to show you Pyraminxes that I'm going to get in the future. So this is the Professor Pyraminx. It's got more layers on it. You can find them at Mefferts. I'm probably going to order one. There's a lot more pieces to it. It's just like a higher level Pyraminx, and a lot of people know it, but I haven't yet to seen one in person yet. Okay, this is the Mefferts Gear Cube, a gear Pyraminx. It's pretty much like a gear cube. The centers move along with it, but it's a lot different. You have to worry about the corners and the edge pieces as well. So these are just two Pyraminxes that I'm thinking about getting, but there's more out there, a little bit more out there. If you have some more, comment, let me know. And as always, keep cubing. I'm CC Cuber.